Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the AlgoTrade webinar. This truly is an easy button for good trading, even great trading, and you're going to be so glad that you have attended. We'd like to welcome you, whatever corner of the world you're listening in from, and also those who will participate by video at a later time. We do appreciate that. You are about to meet Greg Brabant. He is a masterful trader, and he is a preeminent tester of anything that he lays his hand on. And he has come up with the algorithm for the algo trade and tested it extensively. In fact, it's been running on a real account, a live account, a funded account for several years now, and I'll let him tell you all about that, but you're going to enjoy meeting him. And feel free to ask questions using the question panel right there in GoToWebinar at any time. Please ask any question while it's on your mind, but remember that he will not answer your question until the end of the presentation. We'll have a Q&A time at the end, and that's when he'll get to your question, but please feel free to ask it at any time. Okay, again, thanks for coming. And Greg, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you, Craig. Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Brabant, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this special webinar on AlgoTrade. But before we start, can you tell me if everyone can hear me well, please? Type a Y or yes, and if Craig can tell me if everyone can hear me correctly, just before we start.
Yes, lots of responses, Greg.
Okay.
You can be heard just fine.
Perfect. Thank you. So, thanks to you for joining us today as we embark on an exciting journey into the world of futures and algorithmic trading. And trust me, you'll want to stay right to the end of this webinar because for those of you who are there is a very interesting fast offer that you won't want to miss. Okay? So, let's start at the beginning with the discovery that led to the creation of AlgoTrade. At the end of 2013, during a research and development session that I'm still used to doing, I started to think about how an algorithm could act if it had to deal with the distribution of the quotes, the ask and the bid. At that time, I couldn't find any accurate or serious information about this. Of course, some talk about HFT, high-frequency trading algorithm that took place in trading rooms instead of floor traders, etc. But absolutely nothing about the voluntary and orderly distribution of price. Ask and bid, whether in centralized or decentralized market, such as, for example, spot forex. The overwhelming majority of forums and other internet experts were constantly talking about the random walk of the markets, and that nothing could be extracted in a positive way. Many thought and still think that forex or futures were even worse than casino games. I had the opportunity to read financial reports from university professors on the subject, and the general consensus was always the same. The variables that make the markets move are far too numerous and far too chaotic to be able to predict anything on a regular enough basis. I then asked myself the following question. If there's an algorithm that deliberately distributes prices, in which direction should I look to see this type of behavior? Whether financial analysts, economic researchers, or finance university professors, all of them have always published that markets are random and unpredictable. If something so huge exists, what would it have to act on to avoid being flagrantly spotted? I had to think totally differently from the vast majority of traders and the consensus to begin to grasp this phenomenon. Indeed, we all know by experience and by observation that in the long term, instruments always end up respecting the fundamentals. So I had to look where everyone see only noise, where no human could find order and logical distribution. And it is by beginning to observe the smallest possible timescale that this mechanics began to reveal itself. What I'm going to tell you here will help you to see why AlgoTrade is so powerful and why the markets have nothing to do with random operation. Those who claim that small timescales are just noise are sadly mistaken. Anyone who claims that markets are totally or even partially random has probably never seen what we have discovered. And believe me, I'm still amazed that nobody until now has talking about this phenomenon officially. For example, if you ask the following question to a large number of traders, what makes a price move? The vast majority of them will tell you it's the difference between buyers and sellers that make the price move up or down. Whether it's futures, forex or stocks, they will all tell you almost the same things. And that's obviously not what you have to look at to be able to start seeing this phenomenon and then exploit this mechanism. So consider the following. If you just had the difference between buyer and seller in a centralized market like stocks or futures, to know whether the price is going to go up or down, there will be no more speculation if you just have to do it. We will simply have to wait for the buying volumes to be higher than the selling volumes, and we will have the right direction every time. But this is far from being the case when you try to use the volume to get an idea of the direction. Even in centralized markets, this is not very useful. The art of AlgoTrade obviously lies in this discovery, and for this reason, I won't go into the details and mechanics because it's far too long and it's our proprietary algorithm. But I will show you its incredible consistency years after years and its truly impressive earnings. So let's start with the important statistic. Just right here, we have a detailed report. And first, we will see the total net profit. As you can see, from 2018, from 2024, we have $129,372 in profit. So almost $130,000 in profit. So here, this is the net profit. You have the commission here, almost $6,000 in commission. Okay. So of course, these are the net gain generated by the strategy used. A large figure is not synonymous with reliability or success. And conversely, a small number does not mean that the strategy is useless. This number should be compared with the number of months, year that we use to test the strategy, but also with all other the data we will see. Okay? So remember, this is only with one contract on the S&P 500. So almost $130,000 in profit with one contract on ES. Here we have the max drawdown of minus 10,000. So compared to the winning, it's really small. We have a profit factor of 1.38. And here we have the most important part of this report. We have 1,459 trades. So this result is not due by luck or anything else. As you can see, we have almost 1,500 trades with 27% winning trade, profitable trade. And the most important thing is the average winning trade. So as you can see, we have in average winning trade $823 in profit for an average losing trade of minus 386. So we have a reward risk ratio of 2.13. This is a very, very important statistic because again, we have this type of results with this number of trade from 2018 to 2024. Okay? And the average trade, every time you will enter with this algorithm, you will earn $88 with one contract. If you use 10 contracts, it's $880. Okay? So let's see the curve on a monthly scale since 2018. As you can see, there is a magnificent regularity in the growth of the curve. Here we have the start with a little bit of drawdown, but look at the regularity and the stability. This is on the monthly scale. Okay, so let's take a look at the monthly histogram representation. As you can see, there is a many green months and a few red ones. For example, here we have a month with profit of over $12,000. And here we have two consecutive months with more than $8,000. And again, just right here, a month with almost 10,000. And now let's continue with the yearly scale. Just right here in the section of net profit, you see the net profit of all the years we will have used the strategy in real time and in backtest. So from the 2018, for example, we have $7,455 in net profit. But look at the next year and the next year. Here, this is a COVID crisis, $26,000, and the 2021 we have 36,000, and 2022 we have 27,000, and again 10,000 for the next year, and here we have only 3 months and we are already at $7,690 in profit. Again, this is net profit. Okay, so here you see the cumulative net profit. We start here at 7,000, 20,000, 47,000, 83, 110,000, 121, and just right now we are at $129,000 in net profit. So remember, this is only on the ES contract, so the S&P 500, and it's only with one contract. Imagine with 5 contracts or even 10 contracts. This gives really impressive profit while having a low drawdowns. Because here you see the max drawdown is only on the 2018. Before, 2 years before the new consensus to the economical context. So after this year, we have only this max drawdown for the 6 years. So this is a very interesting and very important statistics. Now let's take a look at the NQ, so the Nasdaq, because AlgoTrade trade on S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. So here we have a very impressive result again. $190,000 in net profit for the Nasdaq, and only a max drawdown of 12,000. A profit factor of 1.54. And again, it's not on 50 trade or 100 trade, it's 941 trade. This is not luck, this is not random. It's purely mechanical and tactical research, and through the market reality. We have a percentage profitable trade of 42%. And again, we have the mathematics behind us. Average winning trade of $1,367 in profit versus an average losing trade of $647. A reward risk ratio of 2.11. Okay, so just take a quick look at the largest winning trade, 11,000 versus a largest losing trade, only $3,300. This is for a $30,000 account. Okay, so for example, for this year of 2024, we are already at almost 100% on return on our investment. Just take a look at the monthly curve representation for the NQ. As you can see at the start and from the years of 2018, there is a little bit of stagnation, but it's profit. We start to zero, and here we are at $20,000. It's not cheap. It's not a little bit. And after that, we have a very, very reliable curve. Now, the monthly histogram, again, we have a very good result and a low red one compared to the high green one. And now the yearly net profit. So just look at the year of 2024. We are already almost at $22,000 in profit, plus the ES at 7,000. So almost $30,000 in profit for a $30,000 account. Almost 100% for this year, only for 3 months. But this is not the only years. Look at the previous years. For 2023, we have a little bit gain, just a little, $6,828. But before this year's, look at 2022. We have $68,000 in profit with only 11,000 in drawdown. This is very important. So for the years of 2024, we strongly believe that we will go beyond these results. We strongly believe that we will reach the $100,000 in profit for 2024. This is not sure, this is not a certainty, but we have a very, very good statistics and very, very good momentum to reach this type of objective, of target. So again, 2019, only $4,000 in profit, but it's profit. This year is in profit. And look at all the years and all the profit. Okay, so now let's take a look at some example of AlgoTrade bullish and bearish trades with the graph and with the algorithm. For example, in the 21st of August 2023, we have a sell just right here at the beginning of this down movement, and we have a take profit of $408 in profit. And just after this sell trade, we have a buying one for 1,270 profit. Still to the ES, on the 4th of January 2024, look at this beauty, a sell at 4,744 and 54 in the S&P, and look at this magnificent plus 174 and 1,745 dollars in profit. In the sell, again, we are not just buying the natural bias of NQ and S&P. I just want to return on the statistics. Look at the side of the total trade. For example, for the Nasdaq, 941 trade, but we have 486 in long trades and 455 in down trade. Okay, so of course we have 3.42% of more in percentage of profitable trade because we have a natural bias in the NQ and the ES, but we have still more than 40% in profitable trade, and it's the same on the ES. As you can see, 40% on the ES and 38%. And that gives us a 39.27 in total for the long and the short. Okay, so this is very important. We just don't buy the market, the algorithm, sell and buy. As you can see, it's almost the same. 700 and 700, 39.20. Okay, let's go back to the trade. So a magnificent sell trade. And again, almost at the top here, we have a sell for $758 in profit. Another trade in 2024. Here we have a buy. Okay, 620, still in the ES contract. And another one in the March 2024. Again, in this condition, in this particular condition, when NQ S&P is very high, we have and we exploit all the side, the buying side and the selling side. And this one is very good, almost $2,000 in profit just in one trade, as you can see. And now we will see Nasdaq. So of course I will show you just for the example. Here we have a losing one. So we start a selling here, but we have the stop loss for minus $754 in loss. But look at this beauty. Just right after this losing trade, we have a buying one and we have $5,000 in profit. 5,000 only for one trade. And this is only not from years, it's from January. No, sorry, it's from February, the 1st of February, 2024. Look at this. And another one for the NQ, again, a selling one from the 5th of January, almost $2,000 in profit. Okay, so let's take a look at all the benefits and the reason why you should use AlgoTrade for your investment and financial freedom. Engage in trading within a regulated futures market for added security and trust. Trade in two highly liquid instruments, the S&P 500 and Nasdaq, ensuring ease of entry and exit. Achieve passive return averaging between plus 50% and plus 80% annually a testament to the system's exceptional performance. Benefit from 100% automated trading. No manual intervention required, providing you with freedom and convenience. No need to keep your PC running. This is the beauty of AlgoTrade. The AlgoTrade system operates independently, giving you the seamless trading even while you sleep. Forget about checking your internet connection. Our robust system ensures your trades are never missed. AlgoTrade is a simple, no-stress trading experience. You never need to configure or swap futures contracts. All that's required is a NinjaTrader 8 account, setting the stage for your trading journey. Your account runs on our server and all you have to do is wait for your profits. Our dedicated team monitors your account 24 hours, 7 days a week, ensuring optimal performance and security. We highly value excellent trader support with swift and effective responses. Start your trading journey with a modest initial investment of just $5,000, making futures trading accessible to many traders. And enjoy the confidence inspired by plus 6 years of rigorous testing and real-world results. AlgoTrade has a remarkable track record of 6 consecutive years of strong account gains, underscoring AlgoTrade's reliability and effectiveness. So, now, how can you have access to AlgoTrade? You can reserve your license and immediately benefit from the offer I mentioned at the very beginning of this webinar. So this is the price and this is the opportunity to have this very, very reliable and robust system and to start your freedom in an economical way. So you can choose the type of payment that suits you the best, monthly, yearly, or for a lifetime. For example, the monthly license normally is $249 per month. With the special price with the webinar, this is only $199. For the yearly license, as you can see, the normal price is $1,249, and here you can benefit for a full year, and you have seen the result of a full year. We can have it for only $997. And of course, the lifetime license, you paid only one time and you have it for your entire life, $2,499. Okay? So Craig will give you the link for all the 3 offers. You just have to email him and you can choose what the best is for you. And remember, for all 3 offers you see here, you get the VIP support and a guide if you need to open your NinjaTrader 8 account. If you don't know how to do it, my team and myself will guide you to have access to the AlgoTrade technology. Again, this is not a simple algorithm. We cannot give you the algorithm and you cannot turn in your PC or your own material. We cannot do that. We need to have your account running through our server and our technology, because this is not something you have already seen. Okay, this is why we propose the 3 types of offer, and this is why for us it's very, very important to not miss a trade. And for having the AlgoTrade run the best possible in the best possible ways, you need to have this algorithm on our server, exactly like the HFT, the high frequency trading. They need to be very near to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Here, this is not exactly the same principle, but we need to monitor and we need to have a dedicated server per customer. Okay? So now it's time to open the questions, and don't hesitate if you have any question. It's my pleasure to answer the questions if you have it.
Okay, Greg, we do have some questions.
Yes.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I hear you, Craig.
This one asks, can we see detailed results over the 6-year period?
Detailed results, like I showed before, on the monthly and on the monthly scale and yearly scale.
Yeah, I guess that's what he wants. He also asked in the same. Well, go ahead. I'll ask it in a minute.
Yes, because we have here the monthly scale in histogram, and here we have the detail report. But we use client account, so I need to have the agreement of the client to show the account. So if I have the agreement, I can show the detail of the trade, etc. But for this presentation, I don't have it. So I have only the total net profit without account information. But I will take another type of video or screenshot with the detail of all the trade. For example, I will scroll the different trade in the backtesting view. This is something I can do it for showing you all the trade and all the condition in the backtesting view.
And in the same question, he asked, what kind of maximum drawdown can we expect?
Yes, this is a good question because it's really important. The maximum drawdown is, I don't know the word in English because, sorry for my English, I'm French, but the maximal drawdown here is minus $12,000, and for the ES it's minus $10,000. But it's in averaging, it's I don't know how to, maybe you can help me, Craig, for the mixing the drawdown and list just 1 second, please. Smoothing, yes, we can smooth the drawdown, and it's even lower than 10,000 and 12,000 because we use the two instruments together. So this is the max drawdown we have faced in 6 years and more of trading. So for a $30,000 account, you can have a minus $10,000 drawdown. And of course, if you have, for example, a $5,000 account, so it's the minimum, you can use the micro contract. So if it's the micro contract, you have $12,000 in profit and only $1,000 in drawdown. I hope it answers the question.
Okay, this question, I don't know anything about futures. What is the minimum deposit for a NinjaTrader account trading futures?
For using AlgoTrade, I recommend, because we have overnight trade and sometimes weekly trade. So from the from the Friday to the Monday, you need to have a minimum of $5,000 account to use micro contract. In NQ, so it's for the NASDAQ, NQ is NASDAQ, and for the ES, it's S&P 500. You just have to open a NinjaTrader 8 account. And if you need help for doing it, we can help you.
Okay. This trader asks, is commission taken into account with the net profit?
Yes, absolutely. We have also take into account the spread, because here we have, for example, $3,839 in commission. So it's in average, it's a $4.50 commission per trade. As you can see, we can divide this to this, and you will obtain this kind of result. So 9. Sorry. It's we have $4 commission per trade. Okay, we divide $3,800 per the number of trade, and we have $4.07 commission per trade. And for the S&P, the same. Let's take calculation. 5,952 for 1,000, the same commission. So it's taking into account, and we have also taking into account one tick spread in the results. This is why it's very important to. Sorry, Craig. I just finished.
It's okay.
Okay. It's very important to have your account and our algorithm, because we use different algorithm. AlgoTrade is the name for the 3 algorithms we use, but the 3 is concentrated on only one and with only one instrument, ES, and other instrument, NQ. And this is why you need to have the speed and the reliability and the robustness that our server can offer. This is why we don't give a license, or we don't give our algorithm. It's like a Renaissance technology with James Simons. He never give his algorithm. He trade it for clients, but he keep it for himself.
All right. Next question. Of the years traded live, how many of those years did AlgoTrade end the year with a loss?
Never. We have no year loss. This is the power of the technology of AlgoTrade. We have some net profit very low, like for example 2023, with the up of interest rate because of the Fed, we have only $10,956 in profit. But as you can see, here is the same. We have the same result on the real account, because it's not a question of high frequency trading. We don't have this problem. So all these results are real and in backtesting with 100% precision. So from 2018 to 2024, we have all the year in profit on the S&P 500 and on the NASDAQ, as you can see here. You see the curve: 50,000, 19,000, 62, 83, 162, 168, 190.
That's very good. Next question.
Yes.
As the account has grown, have you increased the number of contracts traded, or have you always traded one contract?
That's a good question, and this is the next part I will talk about, because here you see the curve only in one contract. So you don't have the interest composite. We don't have the capitalization of the account. So every $30,000 account for one contract in E-mini, you can use two contracts. So for example, for this year, you use a $30,000 account. You have $30,000 in profit, so you have $60,000 in your balance. You can trade with two contracts. Every $30,000 in your account, you can use one contract. And for the micro contract, you can use it every $5,000. So for example, with $5,000, you use one micro contract, 10,000 you use two micro contract, etc. I hope this is clear.
All
I
right.
I don't show the real account because it's client account. This is why I can't show you the capitalization. But trust me, my clients use it. They let all the benefit in for the growth of the account and for using 1, 2, 3, 4 contract.
This trader is asking, $5,000 is a lot of money in the country where I live. Is it possible to use AlgoTrader with an account size of less than 5,000?
I'm sorry, but it's not possible because it's the restriction of margin in futures. It's like in stock market, you need to have $25,000 account in the US to having the right margin to use and to maintain the margin. So it's the same here. You have the chance to have a micro contract, because before the micro contract on the Nasdaq and on the ES start to showing, the minimum to trade AlgoTrade is $30,000 account. Because as you can see, let's take the worst years. 2019, we have $4,484 in profit. So the commission is taking into account. So it's net profit. And our max drawdown is $6,000, okay? But you need to have the margin because some of our trade are overnight and over the week. So the CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, claim to have the margin for your account. And you don't want to be in the margin call if you don't have enough. This is why I recommend to have a large portion, even if it, like you can see, it's imagine you start at 2019, you have $30,000 and you finish the year at $34,000 and you have loss only of 6,000 at a moment. So it's really comfortable. And it's the same for the micro contract. I really recommend a minimum of $5,000 because you don't know if you can if you have a margin call or in the overnight because of the volatility of the market, and this is a request from the CME.
Okay, next question. Does AlgoTrade work with mini contracts such as MNQ?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
MNQ and MES.
He says micro contracts.
Exactly. It's micro contract. Yeah.
All right, good. Next question. Do your clients have trading power over the hosted account?
Trading power. I'm sorry. I'm not sure to understand, Craig. Can you try to explain
I
to
think
me?
he can they make changes uh, while the account is hosted?
Oh, no. This is the particularity of AlgoTrade. It's a passive income for you, and you need to see it like passive but active in terms of results. So if you decide to join our journey with us, you need to let your account growing like you see here. We have clients that start at 2018, and trust me, they are very, very happy to let me and my team, to let me manage this type of results. Because now with a $30,000 account, there are more than $300,000, not 180,000. So it's 10x for 6 years. So you need, if you decide, of course, it's your choice. If you decide to join us, you need to open a NinjaTrader account and let the algorithm without any distraction on it. This is why we manage the account with the algo. And you don't have to let your PC, your internet connection. You can open a second NinjaTrader account if you have other trading or other algorithm. It's possible, but it's possible only with a second NinjaTrader account. This one is reserved only for AlgoTrade.
All right. This one asks, I live in Canada and NinjaTrader does not accept Canadian residents.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a
We
really
use UFF brokers as an option. Will that work?
we have the possibility to use CFD on the Forex, but it's not already in place. But I have a lot of friends in Canada and a lot of potential clients, and they have, yes, it's really a shame that it's a futures market and it's a regulated market. So I don't know why Canada, and it's not the Canada, it's the government, but I don't know why.
I don't know either.
So it's really a shame. But there is a solution. There is a solution, and we work at it. It's a little bit inferior to the futures market because we use CFD with regulated broker, but with a broker that Canadian government accept, and we can use it through the CFD. Because if you use AlgoTrade, you use it by our server, so we can make a bridge to use it with CFD. So it's a possibility. But for the moment, it's in beta test.
Good. Greg, what if the NinjaTrader account is at a prop firm? Is that a problem?
Yes, it can be a problem because if you want to use it on a prop firm, and again, I talked about this a few years ago. I have a client we have asked to me to use it to have a funding account in a Top Step trader or One Up trader. I don't remember. I think it's Top Step, but we need to use it differently. So you have two options. You have two configurations. You have what you see here. This is 100% verified results and 100% achievable results. And you have the tentative. We have the just let me. You have the attempt of being capable of the rules of the funding and the prop firm, because the prop firm, as you can see, have a very, very strict drawdown limitation. So you cannot use it with the optimal configuration for AlgoTrade. So it's possible, but we need to use a specific condition of the algo for trying to reach the drawdown of the prop firm. So it's possible, but you need to contact us and we need to configure your account specifically for the prop firm. I hope this is clear. Because
does AlgoTrade trade only intraday?
Yes, it's trading intraday, but just take a look at the result. You see here, we have average time in market, 366 minutes. It's the average. But sometime we have a trade for days. And sometime we have a trade in the Friday and we close it in the Tuesday, for example. So it's possible. This is why you need margin. You need to have sufficient capital to maintain your trade. And of course to support the possible drawdown. Next question, Craig, if you have other questions.
Next question is, do the multiple algorithms run on the same NinjaTrader account?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
He's asking about, you said you had more than one algorithm. Yes. He's asking, do they all run on the same account?
Yes, it's for each client or users. We have 3 different algorithms, and all the three need to be in the same way to take a trade. And when the algo takes the trade, it will be in this account and for one instrument and one account.
Okay. This trader is asking, did I miss the slippage costs?
No, there is no slippage cost because we have, again, there is no $0 in slippage cost because we have already removed one tick for the Nasdaq and one tick for the S&P 500. So as you can see, just let me show you. Imagine that you have 2 ticks every trade because you have AlgoTrade in your PC. This is not possible because, again, this is a heavy algorithm and they work together with AI for comprehensive and advanced technology and take the trade and the decision more effectively, and this is very most effective than human. Our team and myself are only monitor the trade, but the algo take the decision. Okay, so and imagine you have imagine it's possible you have the AlgoTrade on your PC and you have 2 ticks of slippage. Every time you enter a trade, you have 2 ticks. You have 2 ticks when you sell, and you have 2 ticks. It's 12.5 per tick because the ES is 12.5 per tick. So it's $25, okay? Even if you have this, and this is huge, this is you have a very bad connection, you have a very bad reflex, you have a very bad condition for a trader, because all the trade are always is against you. Normally it's 50-50. You have sometime slippage in your favor, and you have sometime a slippage in your against you. But even if you take the worst case, you multiply, it costs you $36,000. But look at the result. It's still almost $100,000 in profit. So even if you trade by yourself, and if you have the worst condition, so the slippage is not important here. We are not HFT. As you can see, we have, we have an average trade per day of 0.84. So almost 1. We have in average 1 trade per day. So it's not a problem even with the worst connection even. And trust me, our server is here to have this type of result with commission, with slippage, with spread.
Okay, this is just a comment, Greg. This trader says, I want to try AlgoTrade. I will begin the transfer to fund an account. Good. Welcome aboard. What is the maximum? Let's see. What is he asking? What is the approximate number of trades in the drawdown figures you mentioned?
For what? For the prop firm conditions?
No, he's asking in the drawdown you talked about, how many days did it cover and how many trades?
Oh, okay. Let's see at the statistics. For the maximum consecutive winner, we have for the Nasdaq, we have 8 trades in a row, winning in a row, and for the max consecutive loser, we have 10. Of course, because this is because we have 42% of winning trade. This is why we have more max consecutive losers than max consecutive winners. But again, look at the largest winning trade. This is mathematical. This is why you need to use it year after year. You don't need to use it, and you don't must think about monthly. You need to think about a yearly profit. Look at the largest winning. We have 11,000 versus 3,000. Okay, and here you see the curve. This is for the NQ. The largest is in the year of 2018. We have many days in up, down condition, up, down condition. And after this, the consensus, the free money, the increasing of interest rates, and now we will see the decreasing of interest rate very soon in June. We will have a lot of investment, a lot of volatility, and this is perfect for AlgoTrade. Okay, so here you have in front of your eyes, you have the peak, the drawdown. You see the peak, the drawdown. This is why it's long-term investment, but with a very, very a good return. Because again, sorry, again, if you check the histogram, you see, for example, here we have 4 months in the red in 2018, but a big month in the green. 3 in the red, 2 consecutive in the green, and we have, look at the loss and look at the win, and look here. You see, it's really important to think at 3 months minimum or 6 months minimum in vision, in long term. Because again, if you are patient, if you let the algo do his work, you have this kind of result. Look at the 3 first months of 2024. It's almost $22,000. We have a very good year, a little year, and now a very good year. And we have the same cycle. Normal year, very low year, very good year, and the special condition of the new context of economical situation from the start of the COVID crisis. And after that, in 2022, a very exciting year.
All right. If somebody tries to tell you about a trading system with no drawdowns, just run away.
Yeah, clearly,
Okay.
because it's not it's not trader, it's not investor, it's bullshit. Yeah. It's clearly bullshit, and it's fake vendor, snake oil vendor.
Right. This trader is asking, will I need to do any other maintenance for the trading, or does your team do everything?
Okay, that's a good question. Once you have your NinjaTrader 8 account and your account is on our server, you don't have to do anything. You just have to wait for the trading report you receive from NinjaTrader and wait. Wait for the year to year and take your profit whenever you want. If you have, for example, for the 3 next months, if you have on the 30,000 account a $10,000 of profit, you just have to email us and to tell us you want to take a profit, and we know it and we take the trade in consideration. It's just that. It's simple.
All right. Next question. If I deposit $5,000 in my NinjaTrader account, how quickly would I be able to double my money and withdraw the initial investment?
Again, it's a hard question because I don't see the futures. I only see and take into consideration what I have in historical data and in my own experience of real trading from 2018 to 2024. So if you start at the worst years, for example here, in the micro contract, it's not 4,000, it's 400. Okay, almost. So you have, in this year, you have win only 10% in this year. But next year, you win almost 100%. This is why we have an averaging of plus 50 and plus 80% annually. So in average, and actually we are in a very good feeling, in a very good shape for this year to reach our top gain. So it's totally possible to have a year of 200%. So we are already at 100% and the momentum is very, very good because we will have the decrease of the interest rate. We have many things that it is very good for the S&P and the NQ. And even if we have a crack, so a very massive selling, the algo will trade the selling. So it's not a problem. So count to, in average, 1 year to have 100% in average. But again, I cannot guarantee it's bullshit if I say to you in 3 months and 22 days you will have 100%. It's the case for the start of the year. I have client and I have friend, a close friend that start on NQ only with 30,000 account and he have win more than $20,000 in profit. But if he has start in 2018, it's the full year to earn 15,000, 50% on the 30,000 account. Okay, but 50% per year is really, really good. Trust me.
All right. If I start with a monthly subscription and I upgrade later to a annual or lifetime.
Yes, you can do it, of course. You can upgrade as you wish. You just have to tell us. You have the VIP support. You can ask questions. We can talk, etc. We are not a black box. I'm here and I'm here for many years and I want to stay for many other years. My algorithm and our algorithm with my team is a long-term algorithm with very good earning, with very good performance. So it's a long-term algo with earning of almost scalping results. So we don't have the disadvantage of scalping. We have the advantage of trading long-term and we have the results of scalping. This is why it's so powerful and this is why we don't want to let your algo at luck or at hazard because we don't know your configuration. We don't know if you have electricity cut. We don't know if you have internet connection dysfunction. If you take this, we have the guarantee that you have 100% of the time you will have the results that we have for 6 years.
All right, next question. If you trade my account on my behalf, don't you have to be licensed as a broker or a CTA?
No, you just have to give us your NinjaTrader account, your license and your login, and we trade for you with the algo. You just approve or not. If you don't want to use this type of algo, unfortunately, you don't want to use our algo because we cannot propose for public our algorithm. And I prefer to have a very few client and trust customer because you know that we cannot interfere on the wire transfer because it's in your name. We can just trade on your account. And you see the profit, the drawdown. You see it like exactly just like you trade by yourself. But we don't need to have multi-function, or I don't know the name, but multi-trader, multi-broker or license, because we use your account with one server, one customer.
All
so
right.
It's up to you to take the journey with us. Exactly like James Simons. It's in a certain way, it's like he is my mentor, but it's not officially my mentor, of course. But I have make the same path, and I have made the same research. Not like him, of course, but I have follow his step. So at the beginning of his adventure, he have start with few friend, few client, and he have grows to $1 billion.
All right, next question. Will this be recorded? Yes, it will. I'll send you the recording. Next question, would there be any trades that will last more than one day?
Yes, there is a trade that can last, for example, 3 days or 4 days, and generally it's when it's in profit. The losing trade is really quick. We surf in the trend when this is a winning one, and we cut the loss the quickly as possible. Again, you have the average losing trade. Let's take a look at the ES, because we have seen a lot for the NQ, but look at the largest winning trade, 8,000, the largest losing trade, 2,000. So as you can see, and again in the short trade, this is the 8,000. Okay.
All right. This trader asks, isn't the Sharpe ratio too low?
No, it's totally Sharpe ratio and Sortino ratio is not reliable in this particular algorithm, because it's a specific ratio, and honestly I don't know why they continue to use it, because it's not it's very efficient when you have a lot of trade in the same way, and just here it's absolutely you can skip it, because look, we have 0.47 and we have 0.43, and fortunately we don't take it in consideration, because if we only look at the Sharpe ratio, we don't take this gain and more over this gain and more over this. The real statistic you need to take into consideration is the profit factor, the drawdown, and the reward risk ratio. And of course, the number of trade. Because with this type of number of trade, and with all the condition, the economic condition we have seen from 2018 to 2024, we have a very, very robust system and algorithm.
All
Again,
right.
Look at the curve. We have here normal condition. The worst crisis in the world, 2020. The year after this pandemic condition, 2022, same, 2023, 2024, the 3 months of 2024, you have all the data that you need to see it. And of course, we have the condition, the real condition, the real trade.
That's beautiful. I think I'll hang it on my wall.
Yes. And for the NQ,
Right.
it's a beauty also. Look at the NQ.
Nice. This trader is asking, what is the email address to send my choice and get the discount? It's in the chat. You can pick it up in the chat. It's Max Trades number 4, letter U, Max Trades for you at gmail.com. Let's see. Are your results for mini contracts? Yes, they are. M-I-N-I, mini.
Yes, you can use e-mini and micro, and the results are exactly the same.
Same, okay.
Because we don't have a lack of liquidity, we don't have slippage on ES and NQ. Sometimes we have slippage on NQ, but again, look at the average time in market. One tick is nothing on the NQ. It's $5. Even if you paid this, it's $4,705. Even if you have at every trade for 6 years, you have a negative slippage. It's not possible. It's always 50-50 when you don't know how to manage the slippage. But even if you have it, it costs you $4,000 on $190,000 in profit, in net profit. And even if you double, so it costs you $9,000, it costs you $10 every trade. With the commission, you have $180,000 in profit. So as you can see, there is no problem with slippage, spread, all of this is not a problem for AlgoTrade.
All right, next question. Is AlgoTrade set to a maximum risk?
Yes, of course. We take into consideration the maximum of risk is 50%. So if you use a $30,000 account, the maximum drawdown is 50%. And the same for the $5,000 account.
Okay. If you want the webinar discount, remember to send that email in, and within 30 minutes from the time that Greg closes this webinar.
Yes.
Question is, your results are for E-mini contracts, right?
Yes.
On a $5,000 account, micro contracts would be used, so results would be 1/10 of what you are showing. Is that correct?
Exactly. It's totally correct. There is a 1%, only 1 or 2% differences in the results. Only that. It's 98 or 99% the same results, and it's 10 times lower than this. For example, it's $19,000, not 190,000.
All right. Next, do you take trades with your own account and copy your trades to customer accounts?
No, because again, trade copier and all of this is not reliable on NinjaTrader, and I don't have trust in any third services. Algo is only, for example, for a customer, for a client, we use a dedicated server, physical, not VPS. We use a physical server for one customer, and the 3 algorithms are only for this customer. and for his account.
Speaking of servers, this trader is asking, where is your server located?
Our server located in Spain. It's in Spain.
In Spain, okay.
Yes.
And then every trader's account has AlgoTrade individually on that account.
Yes.
Okay. Another question asking if it will be recorded. Yes, it will. I'll send you the recording. What time of day is AlgoTrade running?
It's from the 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. New York time.
Okay.
Approximately
During market hours.
2 hours. Yeah, during the 1 hour after the New York Open, the Wall Street Open.
I believe that's the last question, Greg. If I missed
Okay,
one, put it in an email and send it, and we'll get you the answer.
Yes. So thank you everyone to be here and to ask many questions. Thank you for your interest. And Craig, if you have a final word.
Yeah, I also would like to thank everybody for coming along to this webinar. This is the first public sharing of AlgoTrade, even though it has been actively in live account running for more than 6 years. So you're very fortunate to get in on the ground floor with this one. And thanks, Greg, for all your hard work.
Oh, thank you, Craig, and thank you, everybody. Take care and see you soon.